Testing, testing, on. Testing, testing. Am I here? I have no idea if I'm here. Let me see. Testing, testing. Put away the game bar, hang on. Alright. Well, if I'm here, let me pause this world. This is the default area of Worldbox. We have Hell here. Super Pumpkin Land here. We have the magical lands on the wings of the dragon bones. Or as I like to call this area, the dragon fossil. The volcanic heart. Head, legs, tail. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. How did I fuck this up? Let's see. How do I load worlds? Okay. Load this world? Yes. Pause. You're probably wondering what happened. A mistake. That's what happened. I did something, as you can probably tell. Here we have the dwarves, the elves, the humans, and the orcs. I don't know how it got to this point. I started the dwarves up here, in the area of the dragon skull. There's plenty of mountains, and I was told that the dwarves like mountains by the game. By the game. So I thought this would be a good place to put them. I put humans here. As you can see, something went wrong. Very, very wrong. Put elves up here. They've stayed here. And I put the orcs up here. As you can see, they spread quite a bit. No, I didn't intend them to get to the mainland. I did not intend this. I made a mistake. I put a volcano here and struck it with lightning quite a few times, trying to just see if I could destroy it with lightning. That didn't work. Lava went everywhere. It solidified into low terrain. The orcs got to expand, as I had connected the dragon wings by strips of land. Now they're here. Before all that happened, the elves had already taken over the entire spine of the dragon fossil. And, started a war with the dwarves. While that was going on, the humans were down here, just doing their thing on what I'd call the distorted fossil. So I had to add land so the humans could actually prosper. I had added 3 great evils to this world. You know, just to so their races could have something to do other than kill each other. The 4 pieces of biomass, which were up here. The 3 automatons, which were over here before the land got freaking nuked. And a tumor up here, somewhere. Just 1. The elves killed the tumor, it was done with. The humans were fighting the biomass, they killed 2, I felt bad as they kept going insane. So I struck one with lightning, set the other one on fire, it died of the fire. The elves murdered the humans. And the orcs, I just eventually decided to help them with the automatons. Before this happened. The dwarves were fighting the war well, but they didn't have enough land. The elves had obviously the most armies. But somehow, without me realizing, the dwarves had expanded down here via boats. They had boats, so that's good for them. They only had the tail for land. I felt really bad for them because they were actually doing quite well, and it was also a sort of repayment as I had screwed over their chances with the volcano incident and decimated, I think, this area of their territory, taking down some houses with it, and dwarves. So I gave them what I like to call the garden, named based on the Garden of Eden. It's plentiful in resources and food and well, land. It was made for them, it's theirs to have. The elves are just out of reach of it unless they decide to swim or take a boat, which they're not going to do. Trust me, I've seen. So in this case, the dwarves actually are able to hold their own but not win the war. So I decided to try and start slaughtering the other two races that are at war. The elves and the orcs. I tried everything. I brought down, I find them. I brought down the plague. I brought down madness. I brought down a zombie infection. They survived it all. I brought down goddamn meteors. Where are they? Where's the meteors? I brought down meteors. I brought down bowling balls, which bounce and explode on things until they stop bouncing and fully explode. I didn't bring down antimatter bombs. That's just too risky. I brought down the Tsar Bomba, which is how this happened. I brought down napalm. I brought down normal bombs. I think I did drop an atom on them once. Nothing worked. I even decided to slaughter half the creatures in the world with the infinity coin. Whoops. Well, that's what that does. Oops. It actually killed off the rest of the dwarves on the skull. That's why they were gone in the first place. Still, they survived it all. So in my frustration at the fact that the elves, the orcs actually succumbed mostly to the zombie plague. If I left them alone, they'd probably die off. But the zombies weren't destroying the houses, so that didn't work. I brought the houses and structures to life. That's what killed the damn elves and orc races off and brought them to extinction. Humans were left out of this as they were not causing problems up on their islands on the other wing. So how did this all end? After this great slaughter, what happened to the world? This is the world today. The Hell Island has been broken free by my own hand. I have no regrets. There are countless living houses now. This is a favorite of mine. No, not Hemi. The, Hummy. He's crippled and immoral. Just because it's a living water structure. These are all the houses that I brought to life trying to murder everything. This one, another Hemi, is a Kingslayer, so he got favorited. He had a companion, but I think they died. That's a living mineshaft. Yeah. I think all the zombies are dead. I think the living houses killed them all. Living houses don't form colonies. Over here, the last two living oaks, they are immortal and they are both Kingslayers. Humans are prospering. Down here, yeah, I still couldn't kill the fucking elves. The elves are still alive and still at war. They somehow didn't claim this spot, but they just won't die. They are resilient bastards. The dwarves are fine. The dwarves are still alive. What is this? Kauka. Oh, it's a baby chicken. The dwarves are still alive thanks to my assistance. I split the garden so boats could come and go. So I made a bridge. Still, the dwarves are resilient, but the elves have fucking spades in resilience, and I don't know how. They can't expand upwards too far because these things are still everywhere. All across the fossil. And beyond. Who the hell are you? Are you a human boat? That looks like a human boat. Let's see where it goes. Navigating the place of the explosion, I see. And then came back here. Yeah, I think that's a human boat. These are the human colonies. All across the Dragon Wing. The dead place of the destroyed orcs. That shouldn't be there. 1 second. But yeah, it was a plague of living immortal houses, by the way. They all cannot die of age. That finally extinctified the orcs and pushed the elves to the brink of extinction. What the hell? Mission fast, weightless. They're sad. They're not mad either. They just murdered a man for no reason. Oh, I think these might be dwarves and those are elves. Yeah, I think that's a dwarf. The other was an elf. Have a legendary sword. The last two great kingdoms of the fossil are Kagrim, which got the armorsmith rare knowledge. Interesting. They have all these knowledges. They just know how to make armor now. And Yor, the weaponsmith, is rare knowledge, the defense strategy rare knowledge, and the ancestors knowledge rare knowledge, and all this shit. Because they were once the greatest race on this entire land, the entire fossil. I fucked this world right up. I didn't expect it to go this way, but that's what it is. That's what it's like on Worldbox. Only took almost 500 years. Almost 500 years have passed. And everything went to hell. I committed genocide, plague, zombie plague, and eventually world of living in settlements plague, I guess. I did not expect this at all. It's probably best that the humans are up here because I think they'd be part of the mass extermination, the exterminatus, had they been down here. You know, I just now look back at this place and wonder what the hell happened. And why did I do that? Oh my god.